I bring you a warning. Watch the skies everywhere.
They're pulling us up.
Get into cover!
Society's heroes seldom fit into the molds designed for them. And nothing could be truer of this than the latest phenomenon to sweep across America, E.T., a creation of the movies.
If you can extend it more, Henry, I think it would sound much more from the heart. You know, I'm so sorry to... Yeah. So sorry to...
I'll believe in you all my life. Every day. E.T. I love you.
Wipe the doll's face, too. Thank you. Movies are so sad, especially this one.
When I first met him, I thought, yuck. But then when I really noticed him, I thought he was really nice.
And that's the way most of us felt. Their E.T. dolls, masks, T-shirts, toys, phones, and believe it or not, there's even an E.T. drink. And this summer, all across America, E.T. sandcastles dotted the beaches everywhere. Obviously, E.T. has many things going for him that are lacking in his predecessors. He wasn't violent, dangerous, or bent on destruction. He was very fortunate that when he became stranded, he ran into Elliot, a boy whose heart beat as warmly as his own.
Do you talk? You know, talk? Me, human. Boy. Elliot. Elliot.
When I was a kid, I never went to see too many science fiction movies. Because to be honest with you, I was too scared. Once went with a whole bunch of kids at a birthday party to see one. Don't remember the name of the film, though. But I do remember this. Had this horrifying creature with glowing brains on the outside of his head and this third eye that could incinerate anything. I stood in the doorway and watched that film for about 2 seconds. And spent the rest of the movie in the back seat of my mother's car, curled up in a little ball. Not a pretty picture, but one that had to be told. Of course, now I know that creatures like that don't really exist. I mean, they were created on movie lots like this one. That's why for the next hour, we're going to explore the history of aliens in the movies. All the way from their first appearance in films up to E.T. Someone who captured our imagination all across America and changed the way we view worlds beyond. Hey.
There's a little kid inside of all of us. Don't be afraid. Come on.
Ever since the beginning of time, man has stared into the heavens and dreamt of flying. While on Earth he met constant frustration, on film, the laws of gravity don't apply. Today, space travel is commonplace, and almost everyone needs a vehicle for one journey or another.
Yes, I'm going to make you the deal of the millennium here at Used Flying Objects. Hi, folks. Alson Cherry's Used Flying Objects. Whether you warp down, beam up, doesn't matter to me. Haul your being down here. Hey, if you're in hyperspace, you probably already made the deal and you're on your way home right now. Remember the old phrase, when the going gets tough, the tough go shopping. Whether you want fission or fusion, we got the drive to send your jive. Look at this. Talk about a nose job. Hey, who knew? Look at this lovely vehicle right here. Only different ones by Buck Rogers. If you've got the sparklers, you're out of here. A little up like this, you're going to corkscrew, but hey, who cares? Look at this. It's only got 1 billion miles on it. What's that in time-space continuum? Diddly, doo-dah. This one over here, if you buy right now, it's got a phaser and a laser in a traffic jam. Hey, they're history. You're on your way. And if you come down right now, I want you to get this incredible vehicle right here, which has a time distorter. Which has a time distorter. Over here, we also have an incredible satisfied customer from the Dog Star Sirius. Nice to have you here. Also, this wonderful little cosmic Cuisinart. It slices, it dices, it makes exciting Julian fries in only seconds. Look at this deal. I'm just a hacking and a zapping to get you down here. Look at this incredible deal here. I'm going to slice it in half for you. Hey, what can I say? Also, if you're in another dimension, for the Chinese people, and if you make a wonderful deal right now, I want you to know we're going to give you this incredible record of all the great science fiction hits. Who can never forget? Or this one. Or how about... Also, this sound effect can be for the kids. Yes, if you're two-dimensional, this is the vehicle for you. Come on down to Al Centuri's Used Century Vehicles. Yes, come on down here. We're at the black hole at the end of the universe. And now back to our feature, What the Heck is That?
Is that a fireball or something? Boy, that's big. Maybe it's a comet.
What was that?
Meteor. One of the biggest.
We come from a planet in the Andromeda constellation.
We come from a world called Zad.
This is our planet, Astron Delta.
I've come from the planet which people on Earth call Mars.
I'm from Mars.
I have come from another planet. A planet you call Venus.
Wherever it is they come from, they apparently haven't heard of airports. Flying saucers land wherever they please. During the 1950s, science fiction reflected the nation's uneasy mood during the McCarthy era. Most often, on-screen aliens were technologically superior, stronger, and just plain mean. One particularly frightening fellow was a robot named Gort, America's first glimpse of a cosmic cop. Today, curiosity has replaced fear. Because of our adventures into space, our eyes have been opened to the possibilities of other life forms. And in films, at any rate, we can't wait to meet them. In the movie E.T., the fear of hostile invaders from outer space disappeared and gave way to wonderment and trust. As soon as motion pictures were born, filmmakers were exploring outer space. In 1902, a Frenchman named Georges Méliès created a humorous and joyful work entitled Journey to the Moon. To fulfill his vision, he painstakingly colored every frame of the film by hand. This futuristic film suggested what life would be like in the 1980s. It is now being exclusively used as a training film for air traffic controllers. Here's a vision of cruising in the future.
Hello, Ellen 18. How are you, darling?
Hello, J21.
While filmmakers and scientists have examined every aspect of the future, only one man has dedicated himself to the study of aliens on Earth.
Here at the Institute of Alientology, we have perhaps the largest collection of aliens and other bizarre specimens in the entire world, with the exception, of course, of New York City. Look over here. We have a lovely example from the planet Migraine. Always had headaches, thus never bred very well. Over here, Gort, possible middle linebacker for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now his name is Bubba, lives in Detroit. This little creature came to Earth merely to party. Oh, come on now, you know you did. What's happening? And now, my favorite, a new addition to the collection. This creature can change at will into any form merely to gain your trust. Beware, stand back if you must. A simple pizza. Obviously, my colleague's playing a little prank on me. I'll just have a tiny taste here. Oh, oh, please! Someone get some Parmesan, please. No, please. Oh, red wine, anything. Oh.
Some aliens don't even look that good. They come in all shapes and sizes, and I don't know how to describe this next one except to say...
It's the most horrible thing I've ever seen in my life.
I couldn't have said it better myself. And now, the nominees for the real Miss Universe pageant. Here, X is doing her talent audition, stepping on a small Japanese car for no reason. And in the bathing suit competition, Zontar is ravishing just before eating Alaska.
I'm sorry. I'd hoped to prepare you somewhat beforehand. This is a mutant. We've been breeding them here for ages to do menial work.
Visitors from beyond weren't always that obvious or visible. And it was difficult getting people to believe you'd seen something weird, especially if you were a kid.
Dad.
What is it, son?
Something lighted out beyond the trees, in the sand pit. A big bright light.
What?
Come on, it's out there now. I'll show you.
Didn't Mother ask you to stay in bed?
I did. I was asleep. It woke me up. There was a bright light that lit up everything, and Dad landed right out there.
Well, there's nothing out there now, is there?
Not now, but there was. I saw it and...
You come on, climb in bed, son.
Aren't you gonna tell him, Bud?
We found something that fell out of the sky this afternoon. We know where it is, the sky.
Bud's telling the truth. I saw it too. It fell out of the sky. Well, you've got to believe him.
How long did it take you to dream up that yarn?
I didn't dream it up.
You think a lie like that's gonna make it all right, huh? Staying out until all hours?
It's not a lie.
Something's wrong. I know it is. Something is wrong.
Look, you're upsetting him now. Let's go to bed. Come on.
Dad, you've got to believe.
Believe what? Some crazy story you made up for an excuse?
In E.T., it's 10-year-old Elliot who first encounters a strange presence.
All right. Where's the pizza?
Look, there's something out there. It's in the tool shed. They threw the ball at me. Nobody go out there.
Stop now. You guys stay right here.
You stay here, Mom. We'll check it out.
And put those knives back.
America in the 50s. Ike was in the White House. We spent our time on important things like hula hoops, yo-yos, big cars, rock and roll, and of course, television. While the Cold War and Sputnik drove some of our neighbors to build backyard bomb shelters, others were fascinated by the mysteries of outer space. Almost every week, there was a new film released to satisfy our curiosity, with titles like I Married a Monster from Outer Space, Invasion of the Neptune Men,
Man who reclaimed his head, Flying Disc Men from Mars, the incredible creeping thing that came from the planet of the unknown fiend that landed twice but still couldn't find a film editor. You ever notice that aliens always have unusual names like Exeter, Klaatu, Zontar? They never land and say, "Hi, I'm Biff from Mars, and this is like a totally awesome planet for sure." They're never afraid when they land. Wouldn't it be nice to see one land and walk out and go, "Sophie, stay in the ship. You waited a light year, another minute won't matter." Maybe it's because they always land in the desert or the swamp or the forest. They never land downtown where people going, "Damn, little dude, you gotta move that thing." No, Jack, you gotta move it. Oh, okay, I'm just gonna have to play your head. See, because aliens, despite their incredible intelligence, can sometimes do some really dumb things.
like coming down to Earth to take small parts in B movies.
Our immediate needs are Earth apparel, an automobile, Earth currency, and a map of the city and its environs.
Attention, people of Earth. I am Ambassador Phantom from the planet Krangkor. At this moment, I am rapidly approaching your planet.
Why is it so important that you want to contact the governments of our Earth?
Because all you of Earth are idiots.
Why, that's impossible.
You see? Your stupid minds. Stupid! That's all I'm taking from you. Get back here, you jerk!
The lucky ones are dead. Of the others, some will go mad. The others will slowly rot away and die in gradual agony. We are the sole survivors. It means that we are extinct as a race, unless, of course, we can find some good breeding stock and repopulate our planet.
Well, when did you decipher at exactly 0400?
Let's have it.
It's just 3 words.
I didn't ask for a word count. Give me the message.
You won't believe it. It keeps coming up the same thing. Colonel, the message is Mars needs women.
What for?
We'll go through the Lincoln Tunnel.
Not everyone needed to go to the movies to see spacemen. They seemed to be everywhere. Flying saucers were landing all around us, and some people even claimed to have been taken on board.
We were finally invited aboard one of these spacecraft, which landed near Ann Arbor, Michigan on October the 24th of 1954. This is a drawing of the craft. As I was leaving the craft, the commander, Soltec, said, "Soon others of your people will be able to have an experience similar to this."
And this light came up back over Celeste Mountain to the southeast of us, and it came up into the air just at an enormous rate of speed, and I started telling Garrick and Jolie, I said, "Look at that, that's not a star, that thing just shot up." And then at that point, it was a bright orange and really large.
And it moved from over here, went kind of across the sky here, and then it cut back to the west. And it was gone, you know, it was moving pretty good.
As we were traveling southbound, I happened to notice just above the horizon 5
very strange colored lights. And that beam only came down about, as I recollected, it was only about 3/4 of the way to the ground. It didn't go all the way, and it just came to kind of like was cut off.
And we tried to wave down a passing truck, and they just went on. There was no interest in stopping. And at that point, I started crying because I was frightened.
I'm not the only one who has lived on these many other worlds. So has every Earth person. All people have lived on other planets, whether they remember it or not.
Well, I saw the thing coming out of the sky. It had one long horn, one big eye. I commenced to shaking and I said, ooh.
There were so many aliens landing, we had to keep track of them somehow.
To all aliens, the post office has been designated to take the alien registration. Please apply to your nearest post office.
It was a one-eyed one.
This newfound obsession with space seemed to affect every aspect of our lives, including fashion. Still today, there's always some designer who's out there in the stratosphere.
You'll be the smash of any Earth invasion in this lovely ensemble from Fredericks of Zifflaw. Also, in this hairpiece, you'll be the highlight of the party or part of the entree, ratatouille. Here's my favorite, combination yarmulke and satellite dish, Bay is Mir. Whether you're out with Ming or playing pong, you'll be a real hit in this incredible solar-powered evening gown, optional attachment to heat the pool. And here's a lovely new piece from Prince Android. Yes, you'll get great reception at the reception with this lovely combination of Dolby sound system and air conditioner. You'll blow them away. And here's my favorite. Whether you're at a cosmic ball or a tag team match at Madison Square Garden, you're going to pin them with a real fashion risk in this great ensemble piece. Let me show you some of the attachments you can buy also. Over here, we have a lovely... Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was a 38D. Put me in the frozen foods.
No apologies are necessary. Come, Mercon. Let us take 5 furlongs to redistribute our Veldrahar flow.
Mind if I join in?
Oh, parental unit, I will be most happy when this task is finished so that I might commence skiing with my earthling companions.
Skiing? Aren't you afraid someone might mistake you for a mogul? Shush, boom, watch out.
He is right, Connie. No, you are not going skiing. The costs of conal surgery are too much for you to risk a recreational accident.
Oh, Daddy, you're such a Captain Bringdown.
Excuse me for being Bobby Bummer, but what are you doing here in my cosmic sweatshop?
We are completing a piece of apparel that is not found in the place that we come from.
Well, where do you come from?
France.
Oh, well, quel charmant garment. What purpose does this gown serve?
It is a unifunctional garment, which is vital to our survival here on this planet. I mean, in North America.
What are the holes for?
So that we can consume mass quantities of cheese orbs.
And mass quantities of beer.
Oh, we're kidding you. You're the happiest bunch of little alien creatures I've ever seen.
Aliens.
Oh, let me laugh. Laugh.
Most of us only dress up like coneheads on Halloween. As usual, this year, Hollywood Boulevard was a scene for a bumper crop of science fiction favorites. Seen here are Gort, the wall-eyed creature from the planet Ugly, and various other cosmic party crashers. And of course, E.T. was everywhere.
No, wait, Mom, don't look.
Okay.
Okay, Mom, you can look now.
Stop that.
Ouch.
No, don't.
Ouch. Ouch.
It's a fake
Ouch.
knife. Fake.
Ouch.
Okay. You look great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It was a lot of fun seeing the picture through E.T.'s eyes and then visually finding a way to show Earth as E.T. sees it in a rather bizarre, perverse way.
The first time he ever sees human beings happens to be, unfortunately, on Halloween night.
Well before man stepped onto the moon in 1969, television brought us some of the most memorable science fiction thrills.
It wasn't until the 1960s that I finally caught up with all the science fiction movies that had scared me as a kid. Now they were running on late-night TV. I can be scared every night of the week, sometimes twice a night. Because, see, this was the era of the great TV series. Series like The Outer Limits. A show that once you turned it on, you couldn't turn it off.
There is nothing wrong with your television set. We will control the horizontal. We will control the vertical. We can change the focus to a soft blur or sharpen it to crystal clarity. For the next hour, sit quietly and we will control all that you see and hear. The Outer Limits. Return control of your television set to you.
And then there was that other show where that unusual man would walk out and say, picture yourself going on a journey beyond sight and sound. The couch you're sitting on is your ticket to the Twilight Zone.
You're traveling through another dimension. A dimension not only of sight and sound, but of mind. A journey into a wondrous land whose boundaries are that of imagination. That's the signpost up ahead. Your next stop, the Twilight Zone.
This is flight number 914 from Earth to our planet. We will be taking off in 3 minutes.
Mr. Chambers! Mr. Chambers! Don't get on that ship! The rest of the book, To Serve Man, it's a cookbook!
No! No!
It's just TV. I'm fine. As long as there are enough pillows to hide behind. Oh, my God.
Everybody, listen carefully. The Martians are coming this way. We must evacuate the city.
Yes, the Martians were coming, and they didn't care who was naughty or nice. You better not try and drive away, or... Ooh, what a waste of a Woody. Yes, didn't matter how well armed you were, either. They'd zap you anyway. You could even send in the tanks, but... Hey, look at this. Ooh, Mondo Goo. And don't try and be polite to them or nice. They don't care. You'll just end up as a little pile of freeze-dried coffee on the sidewalk.
We're friends, yeah? Hey there, open up.
How are they going to understand us? We're talking sign language.
They'll understand us all right.
Sure? Sure? Everybody understands when you wave the white flag, you want to be friends?
Hey there, open up.
Come on out. We're friends.
That's right. We welcome you. We're friends, yeah?
Everybody out of here. Everybody out. The Air Force will take care of these babies now. Dr. Forrester, get out of here. Everybody out of here. Everybody out.
Say, Dad, when you were out there, did you see anything?
Let's not start that flying saucer nonsense again.
Hey, Dad,
Now, what do you want?
what happened to your net? It looks like there's a
Nothing. I caught it on a barbed wire fence.
barbed wire, but there isn't any barbed wire between...
I caught it on barbed wire, I said!
This violence need not have happened. If you suspect a friend or loved one to be possessed by an alien, look for the following telltale signs. First of all, a small dart in the back of the neck. An aroma somewhat similar to Babylonian sweat socks. A tendency to talk as if you're inside a large airplane hangar. If you do find an alien, treat him as you would your common household carrot. Fry him, freeze him, or marinate him in salt water. Remember this, aliens cannot use consonants very well.
In the films of the 50s and 60s, we were terrified that someone or something would take over control of our minds.
There is a brief moment of struggle before the connection is made, but it passes almost immediately.
The brain of these primitives seems quite suitable for our purposes. We have made a most excellent choice.
They're like huge seed pods.
Miles, where do they come from? I don't know. If they are seeds or seed pods, they must grow someplace on a plant, probably. And somebody or something wants this duplication to take place.
But when they're finished, what happens to our bodies?
Get me the Pentagon. Well, clear the line. This is an emergency.
Operator, give me Air Force Headquarters, Los Angeles. Hurry!
Get me the Chief of Staff.
Then it's been decided that we'll fight?
When an armed and threatening power lands uninvited in our capital, we don't meet him with tea and cookies.
Hello. I want to speak to the President.
Calling in the armed forces usually led to one thing, an awful mess.
What are those?
In more recent films, the government has been portrayed as reluctant to release information to the public. In Close Encounters of the Third Kind, the characters played by Richard Dreyfuss and Melinda Dillon run into trouble when they try to witness an alien landing.
Okay. All right, one at a time. What are you guys doing? Get your hands off me.
How are you feeling?
I feel fine. What's going on? Where are we going?
All right, open the band.
You're going with me.
We're coming.
Hold it. Why can't we go together?
Watch your step.
In E.T., federal agents tracked the extraterrestrial to Elliot's house. And although they seem foreboding and threatening in their appearance, their actual aim is simply to help and study the creature.
all movies. There's many brilliant craftsmen behind the camera as there are in front. But it's science fiction movies in particular, where directors like William Menzies, George Pal, Stanley Kubrick, George Lucas, and many others can excel. It's here they have a chance to give their imagination free rein and create strange and wonderful worlds that we've never ever seen before.
With the aid of modern technology, these artists have dazzled and enthralled us with the power and poetry of their visions.
Don't trap yourselves in. I'm going to make a jump to light speed.
Close Encounters was the first time an advanced civilization came down to Earth and communicated with us using a universal language.
The only thing these phrases have in common are 5 signals.
I hope somebody's taking all this down.
What are we saying to each other? It seems they're trying to teach us a basic tonal vocabulary.
We have a translation airlock on their audio signal. We're taking over this conversation now.
The languages of the universe are many and varied. And being an intergalactic videophone operator, you must know over 300,000. I only know 2.
Coffee break. Be back to you, Wilbur. Call you later. Thank you. Iodi Kasmid, baby. Kasmid out. Day-o. It's a day.
Invade Earth, I'm sure, sir. Thank you. Do you realize what it's like to be on a party line with a 3-headed creature? It's nothing but hold, 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 hold. Ever try to talk amphibian? It's not. A lot of lizard. And the same thing, I don't understand. Sir, I am the supervisor. I'm the only one working this galaxy. Oh, I don't understand, really. It's always hyperspace, hyperspace. What about my space? Oh, that poor creature has the lobsters and has to crack his hands every day and stick them in butter sauce. I heard you, sir. I don't know where your dry cleaning is. I don't need this.
That too. Barada. Nicto.
Ma'am, is it Klaatu Nicto or Barado Nicto? There's two in the book.
Show up!
Show up? Why don't you stand up? That's it. I'm putting you on infinite hold. Oh, communication is so hard.
Throughout our film history, we were contacted by a number of alien beings who, despite their appearance, were friendly.
We have come to visit you in peace and with goodwill.
It seemed impossible, but we were actually visited by strange creatures who didn't want to harm us.
Safe.
Some had simply lost their way.
Good evening. I wonder if you could help me.
Others just ran a cosmic taxi service. And some beings just came to give us some helpful everyday advice.
You guys got to tell me, why is there so much human suffering?
This is unanswerable.
Is there a God?
These are the wrong questions.
Look, here's my point. If nothing lasts, why am I bothering to make films or do anything for that matter?
We enjoy your films, particularly the early funny ones.
But shouldn't I stop making movies and do something that counts, like helping blind people or becoming a missionary or something?
Let me tell you, you're not the missionary type. You'd never laugh. And incidentally, you're also not Superman. You're a comedian. You want to do mankind a real service? Tell funnier jokes.
A few science fiction fanatics claimed E.T.'s form was inspired by this creature from War of the Worlds. Many people see a strong resemblance between these delicate creatures from Close Encounters and E.T. But in reality, E.T. was the culmination of all the creations we've seen this evening.
Elliot. I'm keeping him. What is it? He won't hurt you, Gertie. He won't hurt you, Gertie. We're not gonna hurt you. Is he a boy or a girl? He's a boy. Was he wearing any clothes? No. But look, you can't tell. Not even Mom. Why not? Because, grown-ups can't see him. Only little kids can see him. Give me a break. Then, do you know what's going to happen if you do tell? Do it, Mike. We have to. You promise? Yes. You promise?
Not only does E.T. bring with him the mysteries of outer space, he has shown us the gentler qualities we treasure most in one another.
Now stay tuned as Valerie Bertinelli and Ted Wass star in the romantic comedy I Was a Mail Order Bride, next following Newsbreak.